Farm security, it is probably the most underrated thing that you've even looked at, but it's very, very important.
It is. It's also one of the hardest things to conquer as well. It's in the middle of nowhere, limited power, limited phone coverage, very hard to do.
Right. You've got a solution. This is your commercial. You guys have got cameras that can see in the dark as well as during the daytime.
Yeah, we do. Full motion activated infrared cameras, solar powered, so no power, nothing's required. All we need is phone reception, and even then that's not really a problem, and away you go. You've got full control over your property.
There's a lot of issues. There's theft, which is one. There's knowing who's on your property, two, and there's also that OSH business where you can actually be done if somebody hurts themselves.
Yeah, I mean, being able to document and prove who enters your property and who exits your property is a big challenge. So having a system like ours available to do that, to track, monitor, and document everything is a really achievement for us to be able to do that.
Yeah, because obviously the first thing that you do is you get up in the morning and find that your four-wheel motorbike's disappeared, your workshop's been cleaned out, or there's a whole lot of stock that have disappeared.
Yeah, so essentially with our system, you will know in the middle of the night instantly if there's movement. So the theory is that the crime won't even happen because you've got the deterrent factor, the alarms and the sirens. The hirer is going to instantly know if there's movement within a predetermined area, and it won't happen.
Tell me about the contact, because your farming couple are asleep at night and your phone suddenly bursts into life or something, does it?
Yeah, so essentially we set up activation zones or activity zones. So if you want to monitor a shed, a gate, a door, or a gate, for example, if there's movement within that between a set amount of hours, the hirer will instantly receive an email or a text with a photo saying that you have movement. They can then log in and see exactly what's going on instantly and then react or respond to that.
And quite often they're not going to respond, but they're going to get the registration number.
Exactly.
Because you don't know who it is.
No. So for example, if a quad bike gets stolen, for example, and another vehicle will enter the gate, through our technology we're going to read the number plate, so you've got a much higher chance of recovering those goods. But the key thing here is we stop it from happening in the first place. So yeah, hopefully that won't even happen.
Because I'm thinking about the fact that I don't particularly want to take on 2 or 3 guys on my own.
No, you let the camera do that. It works for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are they big?
Yes and no. The big industrial cameras are 1.8 tonne. They're 5 meters high, and we go right through to an indoor camera which is no more than 20 kilo, and we can hide that one away. So there's 2 ways of doing the security. You either put it right, very big gate presence, so they see it and they bugger off, or you hide it away and conceal it. There's 2 ways of doing it, but we prefer the big camera. You can't miss it. The crime won't happen. That's our approach to security.
It's actually a lot better than a padlock gate.
It is, yep.
This was all developed for construction work?
Construction, farming, just general surveillance. We found that there was a gap in the market, and over the last few years we've been chipping away at it, developing it, and this is just the start of what's to come. There's a lot more development in the pipeline to come.
Yeah, because in the documentation you can actually sort of ring the police and say, that's not my vehicle. Within that 15 seconds they're onto the whatever they get onto, and poof, that person's gone.
Straight away. Instant notifications of what's going on and when.
If a farmer is away, because some of them do have holidays, you can get other neighbours to monitor it for you as well.
Yeah, so through the app we can basically, the hirer of that particular camera can give approval. We can actually install that on their neighbour's farm or a group of farmers, so they can all have access to each other's camera. So basically if so-and-so farmer goes away, his neighbour can watch it for him, and those alerts go to that particular farmer. So that it's creating
like
a community. Pretty much, same thing. Yeah. We're creating a community.
You said hire.
Yes.
You don't have to buy these things, you can hire them?
You can hire them on either a daily, a weekly, or a monthly rate. And in the pipeline there is a product coming that we can sell.
So it's all very exciting times.
Very good, yes. Yeah. We've got a world first product here. Yep.
So I want to keep up pushing the fact that it is a camera.
It is a camera.
And you can get width of vision with it?
You can go 180 down to 13 degrees. So the 13 degree If you want to look up a long driveway, half a kilometre away, and monitor that and read number plates from half a kilometre away, we can do that.
500 metres?
500 metres, yep. Or if you just want to see a 180-degree area for general surveillance, we can do that too. Yeah. So each of the units come with 2 lenses, so you can have a combination of, say, a 180 and a 13, both at night, or have a combination of a day lens and a night lens, so it doesn't matter what time of the day, we're going to see it.
Most people would have them 24 hours though, wouldn't they?
Because everyone's 24 hours. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So far, we've only got one customer that's filming during the day, nothing at night, and they specifically want day lenses, not night lenses.
Of course, the other, without being Big Brother, but you know, you can actually sort of see what's going on in the cow shed and who's doing what. And
Yep. Yep.
I mean, it's a sort of a staff monitoring thing to a degree.
You can monitor staff. You can monitor when the stock are coming in ready to go. You can. Sky's the limit. If you want to monitor it, we can monitor it.
Yeah, and it get me if I'm right, but it goes onto your cell phone.
Goes into your phone. We can also install them on a tablet, so an iPad, and we can also have a desktop link, so you can have multiple accesses for your camera. So you could have someone out on the farm with it on their phone. You can have it on a desktop in the office or in the house. You can have it on multiple devices for the one camera. So it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can access your camera. As long as you have phone reception,
Yeah.
you can access your camera live.
And have,
real time.
Do people have just the one, or do they put 2 or 3 out on a property?
I work with customers that have 2 or 3. You know, big properties, they want one in each corner. It's entirely up to the customer what they want to do.
And you'll go out obviously and say to them, well, what I suggest would be, and
Yep.
you know, you want that covered and that covered and that covered. Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
typically we'll go to the property first and scope it out and do an assessment. We need to establish what their needs are, and any security issues they've had in the past or any issues they think they're going to have, and we can customise a solution to suit their particular needs.
I mean, as we said at the beginning, it's not just theft, it's also things like OSH, because the
yep.
first thing that happens is that the farmer gets a phone call from somebody in authority.
Yeah, hey, let's say someone was on a quad bike, didn't have the helmet on and they rolled the bike. The coroner's going to say, where was the helmet? You've got proof to say that, yes, he did, or no, he didn't. Yes, we've trained them, no, we didn't. You've got the ability to document and prove everything that happens.
I'm very sure you're going to get lots of phone calls, Clint. Thank
We
you very
are.
much indeed.